It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch coming your way next. Here in Cleveland, all set for the start of the inning. And now, Diaz.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Steele back to work. Steele, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve.
Ball, catch inside.
Next pitch aimed for a strike, and the count is 1-2. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Berg, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
One out, base is empty. Slider right there.
0-1's the count.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one not close.
2 strikes.
1-2 the count.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Right side. Wade. And he takes it himself for the out. Gleyber Torres up to hit. In the air, right field. Jimenez has it sized up. And that is the third out of the inning. That situation navigated to perfection by the Mariner bullpen. So bases loaded with 1 away. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Base hit, that'll do it. The throw in, the winning run crosses the plate, and the Guardians walk it off and win it 4-3. 4-3. First and second, no outs. Diaz now at the plate. On the ground, a short could be 2. He flips it to second in time. How about that double play? 1 out, base is empty. And that one lifted in the air center field. Thomas hauls it in, and there's 2 away. All set for the top of the 6th. And now the first baseman, Diaz. Ortiz back to work. Right side, hard hit. And he handles it himself for the out. You and I got a chance to broadcast the 2019 All-Star Game, and the city of Cleveland did such a great job. I felt like wherever you turned, there was some type of ad for the All-Star Game, a face of one of the players playing in the game. I thought the city overall supported the event really well. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Nabs it, and that is that. Diaz had a rough go of it in this game.
Certainly a frustrating game at the plate, Boog.
First and second, 2 outs. Diaz digs in now. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And the righty deals. That one the other way. Ramirez sends it to first, and that'll do it. 2 outs, base is empty. Inside.
Nope, that's inside.
And it's 1-0. Inside, just missed. There's a swing and a drive. And it's into the gap. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Swing and a ground ball. India. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. So no runs here. We go to the top of the 7th, and here's the first baseman, Diaz. Bybee back to work. And that is out of play. Looking to get the tying run on base. Out to center. Right there is Laureano. Makes the grab, and there's 1 down. Here's Gleyber Torres. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Slings to second, relay to first, double play. Base is empty, 1 away, and stepping in for the Mariners, Diaz, 1 for 3. And it's fouled away. Clase, 29 years old, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year. Late with the swing there.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. So a man at first. Here's Eloy Jimenez. Ground ball could be 2. Fires to second for 1. The double play ends it right here. Diaz could have done a bit more to help them out.
Not great, not terrible, just kind of an average game. He's got better in him.
It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Houston Astros. First pitch coming your way. So digging in, Diaz. 4th right now in the American League home run leaderboard. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Way high there. 2-2. High fly ball down the left field line. Alvarez going back on it. And that one is off the wall into second, and he's got it double.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Jorge Mateo now.
The center fielder, number 4, Jorge Mateo.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
This one in the dirt, but no advance from the runners. Line drive, makes the grab for the second out. Throw not in time as he's able to get back to avoid the double play. In now is the Mariners DH, Ryan Bliss. And now the lefty. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Alvarez in position. Makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. 1 run. No outs, runners at first and second. And that is out of play. First and second, no outs. Top half of inning number 4. That one's in there. That is strike 2. On the ground to first, France. Cepena at second for 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. McMahon, the lead runner, out at second. Gonzalez on at first with 2 down. He swings and fouls one off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Cut on and lifted in the air. He dives, but he can't make the catch. One run across. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in, and it's 8-3.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you. Just got to battle.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Jorge Mateo will hit next. In the dirt. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a base hit. Coming home. The throw in. He's safe as he gets his hand in. And it's 8-4.
Now batting, catcher, Terry.
And here's the first baseman, Diaz. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That's a ball.
Just off the inside edge. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Gonzalez rounds second, heads for third. Safe. And that's his 3rd hit.
Up next for Seattle, the center fielder, Jorge.
Here's the center fielder, Jorge Mateo. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit. 1 run is in. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate, but it's offline. It's 9-6.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from.
And now for Seattle, Nick Gonzalez. He's got it, and there's 2 away. And up next for Seattle, Diaz. In for a strike, 0-1. Williams, 33 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2013. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Williams is just 1 strike away.
Outside, that's a ball.
That's outside. Now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
This one in the air. Paredes. He pulls it down. Ball game. And the Astros take the series opener here at home. Diaz had a great showing in this game despite the team's loss. So 2 down. Diaz digs in now. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Here's the veteran outfielder, Jorge Mateo. In the air, right field. Kona makes the grab on the run. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. We go to the bottom. 1 down, runner at first. And next to hit for Houston, Ty France. Weathers fires. Slow roller to first. Fires to second for 1. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. No runs. 2 outs. Bases are full. field down the line, and it's a foul ball. Check swing, and he went. That's strike two.
No ball, two
Hampson,
strikes.
the runner at third. McMahon on second. Jimenez at first. 2 out of the inning. Just off the outside part of the plate.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning over. And
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
that misses,
Inside, ball one.
and it's 1-0.
Well, these Mariners, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this
Ball,
one,
half
haven't we?
outside.
I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
And a pitch. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. No outs, runner on second. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. Now a long throw home. Save! In comes the run from second. And it's 4-0.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Jorge Mateo up next for the Mariners. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. And now 2 aboard. Now the Mariners catcher, Harry Ford. And that one finds its way through. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now he stops, and he's able to get back into third.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Bunting gets it down to first. He fires home for 1. 1 gone, runner at first. 1 out, base is empty. Diaz up next for the Mariners. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Gordon, in his rookie season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. 1 out, base is empty.
2-1.
That one the other way. Hauls it in, 3 out. And there's 2 down. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down. This lefty matchup thing's not going so well.
Man at first, and stepping in for the Mariners, Jorge Mateo. And that misses. 1-0. Diaz had a decent showing in this one. 3 hits in this one, always respectable.
Maybe not his best showing, but they got the win, and he should be.
And now it's going to be Nasim Nunez.
Nasim Nunez.
This one in the air, center field. Raley makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting.
2 outs, nobody on. And now here is Diaz. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That one is absolutely belted. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity. And at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not. Now a pretty big at bat coming.
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. Nice job behind the plate there. Hit in the air, right field. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. But now he won't try for third. Stays put with 1 away.
Now batting. The catcher.
1 out. Runner at second. Here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. Here's the 0-2. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Happ makes the grab on the run. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
This to third. And that is the inning. He continues to roll. 2 outs, base is empty. That one lifted to left. Happ makes the grab. That is the inning. Two on, 1 out. Here's Michael Toglia. On the ground to second, might be 2. Off balance feet, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Now the third baseman, Ryan McMahon. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gonzalez round second, heads for third. And it'll be first and third now after that miscue.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he did.
Diaz up next for the Mariners. 1 for 3. So with second and third occupied, they go for the intentional walk. Base is now loaded, and there's a force at every base. So bases all loaded up. Here's Eloy Jimenez. A bunt, and it's popped up. That's the third out, and we're headed to extras. Diaz with a good game to help lift them to the win. Really like it. And your final. First and second, 1 out. Here's Michael Toglia.
Michael Toglia.
0-1 down. Ground ball, left side. Fired to second. Throws in the dirt, but he scoops it. And the double play ends the inning. They get a... And And now the first baseman, Diaz. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year. Just missed. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Grisham is there, makes the catch, and the inning is over. 2 innings. Man at first. So up next for Minnesota, Royce Lewis. To third might be 2. There's 1. And they bounce into 2 already. This one ends the third. 1 hit. 1 out, base is empty. Base hit.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a tapper. Sends it to Tolia, and they take care of Jimenez for the out.
I don't know what it looks like going through the zone for those hitters, but the swings are defensive, and that's a real indicator, along with just the other stuff you guys have noticed about how nasty he is right now.
1-1.
Squirts away a little bit. Well done behind the dish. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. He's got it, and that's the third out. 1 down, runner at first. In half. Runner at first with no outs here. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
Well, this is a real momentum killer after the leadoff single. Tried to steal second base on the first pitch. Defense was all over it. Nicely done from behind the plate with the catch and throw. And a quick tag before he reaches the base.
The Twins leading by 3 here, the bottom of the 7th. And a good eye there.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Eloy Jimenez now. There goes the runner. In the air, left field. Hat. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
2 outs. So now 2 on and 2 outs. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. And now the right fielder.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Runners on the move. Got him. Out number 3. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia. Yeah.
Shout out to our guy, Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
Then there's 1 down. Diaz with an unremarkable performance in the loss. Singled. And up next for Seattle, Diaz. Late swing, foul to the left. 2 on, 2 outs. That misses. And 1-1. Smoked on the ground a second. Sends it to Tolia, and that will end the inning. 2 outs, base is empty. Diaz measures 6 feet 4 inches, just 21 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. High fly ball down the left field line. Makes the catch, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. 1 out, base is empty. And first offering is fouled off. Suarez measures 5 feet 10 inches, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. One down, base is empty. Good eye right there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Got him swinging.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Diaz stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Yeah, that's fouled off. The pitch. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, he throws him with a great bat.
Diaz with a forgettable showing in the loss.
I don't want to pile on a player.
And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 2nd. And now for Seattle, Diaz. Inoa back to work. On the ground, right side. Throws to first.
He's out.
And quickly one away in the 2nd. And here's the first baseman, Hunter Goodman. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. That one the other way, and no one can get there. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Ryan McMahon. Cut on and missed. Good changeup right there. It's 0-1. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it falls. They fired in quickly, so it's 1st and 2nd with only 1 away.
Didn't exactly score that one off, but
and next will be the cleanup hitter, Diaz. to second. Not in time. He's there easily. That's a wild pitch, and the tying run moves into scoring position. With the tying run at second, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one hit to first. Goodman. He'll do it himself. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Diaz did well enough. And we're back. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now the first baseman, Diaz. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
That one drilled left field. That's back there. Get out of town. Home run number 10 on the year. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. Siggy, that's his 50th career homer.
50 might not sound like a huge number, but it's a nice little milestone that a lot of guys don't get to. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. And that's way high. Ball 1.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Whips it to Casas, and one gone to the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now here is Alex Bregman. This to center field. Mateo on his horse. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Save! In comes the run from second. And they trail by 1. 1 out, bases empty.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Red Sox leading it by 2. Tried to hold up on the 0-2. Now a look down to third. He did not go around. The wind of the pitch. And that misses. 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Goes down looking. You think he caught him off guard with a fastball right there, Chris? He didn't look ready for it.
Yeah, no doubt. I think that's exactly what happened. You look at the sequence of pitches. He didn't see anything firm until that last fastball, so you got to think he was still sitting off speed and just couldn't react quick enough to even get a swing off.
Third out, and that ends the frame. So they get 1 run. Diaz with a nice showing despite the loss. Only 1 hit. So the go ahead run and score. So 2 away with nobody on. Diaz up next for the Mariners.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Now this is in the air down the line. Durant. And that's the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Man at first, 1 away. And that one fouled off.
Here's something cool, Boog. When they finished building T-Mobile Park back in 1999, they actually opened it up in the middle of the season. I remember as a rookie with the Chicago White Sox, we
win. Bregman for one. Throw to first, but he beat it. Here's a Aloy hit. 1 out, bases empty. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. Man at first. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Mariners, Diaz. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
And that one is lifted in the air. Anthony puts it away. 1 away. First and second. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. On its way to the corner. And that drops foul. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
0-2.
Just missed.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Smoked on the ground a second. Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Wynn makes the grab. 2 down.
That's a really nice play ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. And now for Seattle, Diaz. Breaking ball inside. And that is ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
That was straight queso right there.
Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Tied at 4. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Inside, almost got him.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Squeezes it, and there's 1 away. One out, runner at second. Diaz getting ready to hit. And a big swing and a miss. Miller. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts and a tough out of line out towards center. That's a base hit. To third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with one gone. 2 on, 1 out. Diaz. And a final. And stepping in for the Yankees. Bottom of the second. And now Diaz. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris. A former Rookie of the Year. Heel back to work. Swings and misses. 0-1.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Just 3 pitches for the punch out right there. Very efficient, I'll say. And started him out with off-speed stuff on the first 2 strikes. And at that point, as a hitter, it's hard to know what's coming 0-2. You want to stay back and try to be ready for something soft, but you also have to be able to hit the fastball. And if you are looking for something hard, it can be pretty tough to catch up to because you don't have a chance to time it. So he threw it right by him there and sent him packing.
Here's a 1-1. Ripped on the ground to second, on to first, and one gone to the fourth as they get the leadoff man. So the go-ahead run. 1 out, base is empty. Ground ball up the middle. Whips it to first on the run, and they get the out. And we're back. And here's the first baseman, Diaz. Efros back to work. Little chopper rolls foul. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And now the winning run is on base.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Couldn't get any air under it. But he smoked. Diaz. 3.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. And up next for Seattle, Diaz. 4th right now on the American League home run leaderboard. And that's in there for strike 1. Diaz, in his 2nd season, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And he's a former Rookie of the Year. And that one fouled off. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And first offering is fouled off. And that one upstairs. And now 2-1.
2-1.
Foul ball there. Swings and misses, struck him out. Runner at first with no outs here. That one's in there, 0-1.
Well, these Mariners, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
And a big swing and a miss.
1-2.
That one not close. It's 2-2. Nobody out. Runner at first. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
And that is out of play. Tying run at the plate. On a line. And a base hit right there. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Well, he's been having a hard time just putting the ball in play in this one, so that should help soften the blow. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle.
2 on, 1 out. And now the first baseman, Diaz.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
And a foul ball. Cole, a 6'4" righty, 37 years young. And, of course, has a Cy Young to his credit. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
Well, we're expecting to see strikeouts in this one. Cole is in the 2,000 strikeout club and only needed around 1,700 innings to get there. You know, only Chris Sale and Pedro Martinez needed fewer innings to reach 2,000 strikeouts.
And the next pitch is way outside. That one is upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Get on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And here is Shea Langoliers. Little bouncer out in front of the plate. And that chance handled. Slings to first in time. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Next to hit, Nick Gonzalez. This one in the dirt. Low throw, and he can't take it out. And he deals. Line drive. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. One out, base is empty. That's towards center. Has a beat on it. Snags it for the second out. 2 on, 2 outs. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
High fly ball down the left field line. That one's back there. Out of here. He'll touch them all. It's 6-3.
This crowd back alive. Looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
One down. Diaz up next for the Mariners. He's already homered here in this one. And fouled off. On the ground, 2 ball. 1 at second, and that's 2. So it's 1 run. Bottom of the 9th, 1-run game, 2 on. Guidry getting ready to hit. The M's down to their final strike. That's ripped into the outfield. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game. Runner in scoring position. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the first baseman, Diaz. Diaz back to work. Diaz, the reigning rookie of the year, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And he was a 2nd-round pick in 2024.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Diaz with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back.
Go.
Great effort on the leaping grab.
That is good. The third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
That was an impressive running catch out there, Chris. And StatCast tells us he covered well over 100 feet to make that
clearly that was not an easy play. I mean, he took a great angle to the ball and just had enough closing speed in the tank after that long run to make the catch. It was a wild ride, but a lot of fun to watch.
Throws to first in time. So they're all loaded up. 2 out, space is empty. Swing and a miss.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
That one missed. Next pitch in for a strike. Now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
He was all over that one. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up enough. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. 2 outs. Runner takes off in the dirt. Throw to third. Save. Ground ball right side, and that one handled to first. Out number 3. So another good inning for him on the mound. Man at first, nobody out. Diaz up next for the Mariners. 1 for 3. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Karinchak, 32 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. And another ball. Swing and a foul out of play. And a big swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that one finds its way through. And now 2 aboard.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
And that'll load the bases. Here's Eloy Jimenez.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Liner, base hit. 1 run across. Now a long throw home. Save. In comes the run from second. And it's 9-2.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. That line drive isn't going to light up StatCast or anything like that, but it gets the job done. And he just kind of caught it on a weird.
And here's the first baseman, Diaz.
Number 0.
On the ground to third. Zips it across, and they got him. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Burns back to work. Popped in the air, left field. Gurriel handles the chance. And a quick out, number 1. An outstanding. 1 out, base is empty. On the ground, out to short. Throw to first in time. Diaz had a rough go of it in this game.
This wasn't his finest hour.
And now the first baseman, Diaz. 8th in RBIs in the American League right now. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Oh, threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
Good job to fight that one off. Two outs. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. Up and in. 1-2 to count.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball. Runner up on at first with one. One out, base is empty. And that one fouled off. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the end.
On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Fouled off. He was late. Holding on to a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Ball, that's inside.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Man at first, one away. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2-2 to count.
In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Line drive. That's a base hit. And the go-ahead run is on base. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
2 on, 1 out. And up next for Seattle, Eloy Jimenez. 2 on, 1 out.
1 ball.
In the dirt. But no advance from the runners. The 1-2. Line drive to short and caught.
Man, that could have been a big swing in this game. Just unlucky at a really unfortunate time right there.
And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. 2 on, 2 outs. Runner on the go. That's a base hit. The run scores from third. It's an RBI single. A big two-out hit, and the game is tied.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Kind of got it off the end of the bat, but he gets that knock because he was willing to go with the pitch on the outside part.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. 1 run in the inning. Next to hit for Arizona. Gabriel. And now the DH. Alec Burrows. 1 down. And stepping in for the Mariners, Diaz. Outside. Ball 1. Black. In his second season, 28 years old. And he was a 3rd-round pick in 2021. Right through there for a strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Gets to it with a slide. And they get the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Check swing, and he went 0-1.
0-1.
And there's a ball. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And it's 2-1. That one missed.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Swing and a ground ball. What a stop. Oh, the throw is over his head. No advance, though. Ball didn't get too far away.
Just kind of sailed that throw and pulled it across his body towards the...
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Runner on at first with 1 gone. 2 on, 1 out. At the plate, Diaz, 1 for 3. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Stretches out and hauls it in. McDonald with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very...
And now Diaz. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year. Going away.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
The changeup missing, and that's ball one. That one missed. And a ground ball to first. And he takes it himself for the out. And now it's Hunter Bishop. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Makes the grab on a leaping play at the wall.
They typically put the best athletes up the middle, and this center fielder makes an excellent leaping catch to end the inning.
Hard hit left side. They get the force, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Left for Seattle. 1st and 2nd. Diaz will hit next. 0 for 3 in this one. And ball one. Swanson in his 8th season, 34-year-old vet, and he was drafted in the 8th round. Back in 2000. Rudder takes off. Fought off foul. Pulls that one foul. Raley leads off first with 1 away. Got him looking. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite.
So 2 down, and here's the first baseman, Diaz. Diaz measures 6 feet 4 inches, just 21 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him, gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
No ball. 2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. That one misses. Going to count 1 and 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. Go to the bottom of the 2nd. Tied at 1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And that one fouled off.
Well, these Mariners just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
That's to 3rd. Has some trouble with it. No throw, and they come away without an out.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way.
And we're back. And now the first baseman, Diaz. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That one carrying. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. And they add a run. It's 3-1. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Diaz, the next to hit, takes ball one. Grounder might be two. The flip to second, and that's quick work out of the pen. One batter. Diaz really stood out in this win. Collected a couple of hits, one of them. One down, and here's the first baseman, Diaz. And a foul ball. Diaz went deep in his most recent game. One out, bases empty. And that one fouled off. Misses off the inside, and that's ball one.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2.
That one is absolutely belted. And in one hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second. Not in time. He's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
One out, runner at second. And stepping in for the Mariners, Ryan McMahon. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Squeezes it out. Number two. Jorge Mateo now. 2 outs and one in scoring position. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Fouled off left side. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. In the air, left field. Langford makes a nice running catch. 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Bases juiced, no outs. And that one fouled off.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
That misses the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can
swing and a high fly ball left field, Bellinger sizes this one up, drops into the glove. Runner tags for third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 5-5.
Well, right there, he's definitely looking for more than just a sac fly with the bases loaded and nobody out, but you'll take it. Now it's up to the guys coming up behind him to pick up the rest of those runners on base.
That one to first, and that's a fair ball.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it.
1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. And fouled off. Man at second.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And the count 1-2. With the go-ahead run standing at second here in the top half of the 10th. Out to short. Throws to first in time.
Quick sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground ball.
Diaz had a solid game for them, a real contributor.
Well, every team in the league.
So up next, Diaz. Big time power. He's third in the AL in home runs. The 0-1. There's a swing and a miss.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in. See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That one missed.
Had some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far moving the ball around nicely.
And there's the ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they can't get the out. Run around at first. Back in Arlington, on to the 4th. And now for Seattle, Diaz. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Diaz, in his 2nd season, just 21 years old. And he's the reigning American League Rookie of the Year. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. On a line, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. He got that front foot down. And pitch record.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter now, Diaz. Weaver back to work. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here. Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Bouncer to Young. Young tosses the first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th. Go ahead run on base. Diaz, the next to hit. Golden opportunity right here. There's a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there. Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
With the go-ahead run at 3rd, here in the top half of inning number 7. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And a pitch. That misses. And that's ball 1.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first. and prevent that run from scoring.
Oh, great stop from his backside. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there. Here's the catcher, Harry Ford. One down, and here is Diaz. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back. Get out of town. And they boost their lead. It's 7-4.
A sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
Diaz was a big contributor for them in the win. Had 3 hits, one of them a homer.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came.
And we're back. New inning getting started. And stepping in for the Mariners, Diaz. McCullers back to work. And there's a foul ball. Diaz with a homer in his last game. And that is out of play. Oh, 0-2 now. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Lipscomb settles underneath it, makes the catch, and there's one gone. Runners at first and second with one gone. Swing and a foul, out of play.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
That's off the inside corner. 1-1. Runners at first and second with one gone. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Fought off foul. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And there's 2 down. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. In comes the run from third. It's an RBI single, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
The third baseman.
First. Back in Arlington, top of the 6th inning. And now for Seattle, Diaz. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
And now the first baseman, Diaz. Late with the swing there.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Up the middle. Oh, what a stop. Throws from his knees. And they get the out. Diaz did well enough for them. Singled and knocked in a run.
Maybe not his best showing, but they got the win.
runner at second. Diaz will hit next. On the ground, Seager slings to first, 2 down. First and second. 2 out, space is empty.
Now batting, number 0.
And first offering is fouled off. Left field, Langford moving back for this one. Nabs it, and that is that. 1 out, base is empty. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Diaz. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 1.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Tying run at the plate. And a count 1 and 2. That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall. Headed for the plate. He'll score.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask. Really important at bat coming up now.
So a change being made out at second. And pinch running for the Mariners, Luke Raley. Diaz did well enough. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Diaz getting ready to hit. And that's too high.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Mariners leave a couple. 2 outs, base is empty. And he grounds one to the right side. Harper takes it to the bag. They don't come any quicker. 3 pitches. Runner in scoring position. 1 out, base is empty. That one ripped. And that's a foul ball. And a swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Into the outfield, base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Here's Ryan McMahon. Abel with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel.
Back at T-Mobile Park, bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Mariners, Diaz. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Ripped on a line to center. McCormick makes a nice grab at a full sprint. Man at first, one away.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Diaz measures 6 feet 4 inches, 215 pounds, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. And that one fouled off. McMahon, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That misses the zone. It's 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And there's the ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. On a line out towards center. McCormick makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting.
2 out, space is empty. Swing and a line drive whipped out into left center field, and a touchdown for a hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoke.
And now the first baseman, Diaz. 1 for 3. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. His 14th of the year, and they close the gap. It's 6-4. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Diaz made a big contribution despite the loss. 2 hits, including that long ball.
Can't say enough about what he did for him.
So 2 outs with runners on the corner. And now Diaz. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Diaz went deep in his most recent game. To the right side. A dive. He's got it. Throws from his knees. What a play. Inning over. 1 out. Base is empty. And a foul ball. Nola with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Cowser snags it on the run.
Those can be pretty fun as an out. Fielder got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Hit in the air, center field. Hauls it in for the out. Here in the bottom of the ninth, one out. Diaz, the next to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Lopez, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a curve, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a four-seamer. And it finds its way through for a hit. And now two aboard. Ryan McMahon steps. Diaz with a forgettable showing in the loss.
This wasn't his finest hour.
It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Seattle Mariners. First pitch coming your way next. Bottom of the second, and the batter now, Diaz.
The first baseman, number 0.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Means back to work. That's off the mark, and that's ball one.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. So a man at first. First and second here, no outs. In the air, left field, down the line, and that is a foul ball. That one way outside, ball one. The 1-1 is fouled off. That misses. Now 2-2. Ward on second. McMahon on at first with nobody out.
Yeah, you got it.
That's whipped. Base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single. And now just a 2-run deficit.
Well, that's a lonely feeling for an outfielder. The read wasn't great, and it really hurts when it costs your team a run.
And up next for Seattle, Nick Gonzalez. The pitch. The other way. Base hit right field. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
4.
Bases loaded, nobody out. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Harry Ford. Swings and he pops it up near the pitcher's mound. And the infield fly rule called.
Now batting, shortstop, Michael.
So bases loaded with 1 away. And now the shortstop, Michael Arroyo. A little roller up along first. Good feed, that's 1. Back to first, double play. Nice job getting over, and that ends the inning. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Mariners 1. 1 down. Runner at first. Man at first, 1 away.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
First and second, 1 out. Now it's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez. Flying drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And it's 4-2.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
2 on, 1 out. On to the bottom of the 8th, and now for Seattle, Diaz. Three for 3 with 3 singles. Outside with a breaking ball. The 1-0. And fouled off. Lifted in the air down the left side. Santander in pursuit. Drops into the glove. And there's 1 down. Diaz did well in the losing effort. 3 hits in the ball game.
Oh, Boogie definitely made a difference for him.
And here's the first base. Diaz. Tiedemann, 25 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick in 2021. Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Tap back to the mound. Fires over to Guerrero. And that is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter now, Diaz.
Number 0.
Tiedemann back to work. That one's in there. 0-1. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Varsho tracks it down for the out.
Now
nobody out. Runner at first. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, these Mariners putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Struck him out swinging. He's in there. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
So they're all loaded up.
Diaz, the next to hit. 0 for 3 in this one.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
Ripped on a line. Brings it in. And that is the third out of the inning. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. 7th inning coming up. One down. Moises. So they're all loaded up.
Number 0.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
And that is out of play. Fastball is outside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. One run across. Now 2 runs scored. It's 7-2. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
1st and 2nd. 2 out. Diaz extended the hitting streak in this one.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily, but certainly didn't.
First and 2nd, 2 outs. And now for the Jays. 1 down. And now the first baseman, Diaz. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt pop it. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Check swing, went around. And that's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
0-0 here in the bottom of the 2nd. Popped up. Guerrero hauls it in for the out. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Base is empty. There's a swing and a drive. That one's carrying. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch.
Up next for the Mariners.
2 outs. Bases full. Here's Andres Jimenez. 0-2 now. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Hampson on the first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So they get 3 runs. So 2 down. And here's the first baseman, Diaz. 1 for 3. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Next one off the plate inside. And the count 2-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's out to center field. Lofton under this one. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Diaz managed to keep the hitting streak alive.
Oh, not great, not terrible, just kind of.
It's the Seattle Mariners going up. Diaz now at the plate.
Baseman, number 0.
Swing and a foul out of play. And now the lefty.
Ball, that pitch is out.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Next offering upstairs.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Up and in. Now 3-1. And it's fouled away.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Swings and misses. Tied him up on a fastball inside. So 1 hit is all they get. Now to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. One out, bases empty. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
One gone, runner at first.
Take the base.
No outs. Runner on second. That one ripped. Diving, makes the grab. Runner tags at second.
He takes a huge gamble right there. If that ball gets by him, the run scores easily from second, and the hitter maybe ends up on third. But a great job, excellent focus on the dive, and he robbed extra bases on that one.
Back here at Kauffman Stadium, ready to begin the eighth. And here's the first baseman, Diaz. That one missed.
Outside.
Well, these Mariners, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
And a swing and a miss.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
And that one ripped to left and foul ball. Next pitch is outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Hauls it in for the out. One up, one down.
The center fielder, number 4.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr.
Number 7.
Sing, you talked about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the
Three. Out. You're out. Ball 4. Take the base. That's ball 4. 3.
Diaz added one more to that hitting streak.
Certainly a frustrating game at the plate, Boog. I think he'd be the first to tell you.
Top of the second, and now for Seattle, Diaz.
Number 0.
Boz back to work. On the ground to short. And a quick out, number 1.
That is it. The third baseman, Ryan.
This is Bryson Stott. Butler.
3. Out. 3. Out. 3. You're out. Ball 4. Take the base.
All set for the start of the inning. And now the first baseman, Diaz. Boz back to work. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
In time to Bush. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And first offering is fouled off.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
That one lifted to left. Steer moving under it. makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today. Kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch.
And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat, as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. Little chopper rolls foul. Next offering is foul back. Traffic on the bases with one already in, and we're in the top of the 8th. In the air, left field, and he makes the catch. And that is that. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Royals 7 and the Mariners 1. Diaz with a less than great game in the loss.
Well, certainly a frustrating game at the plate, Boog. I think he'd be the first to tell you.
One down. Diaz will hit next. Ground ball right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is still in time, and they get it out of the play.
Great job by the second baseman right there. Quick reaction to dive, knock that ball down, and big leaguers just don't panic, not the good ones. He gets up, makes the play, really good throw over to first base. That's the kind of composure that you want to see from a guy in that position.
Runners on the corners, no outs.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boog.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. Strike one. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball. Slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Line, and that's a base hit. In from third is the tying run. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it drops in. Here comes Gonzalez. Save! So runners at the corners, nobody out. And up next for Seattle, Harry Ford. Hit on the ground might be 2. Over to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. Michael Bush steps in for the Royals. 2 on, 1 out. In the air, right field. Petrie moving under this one. Drops into the glove. Both runners tagging from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly, and now they trail by 1.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Runner at first with no outs here. Swinging a foul straight back.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
And delivers outside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up.
4-4. Take your base. 3.
So 2 down. Diaz up next for the Mariners. Fouled off left side. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. And that's outside. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That one missing inside. 2 out, space is empty. Slice the other way. That's a base hit.
Really stayed true on that swing. It wasn't an easy pitch. Lefty on lefty. Pitch was a little down, a little bit away, but he committed to it, and his shoulder stayed square to the plate. Didn't try to pull up.
Runner on the go in the dirt. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
Next offering popped in the air, right field, and that's the 3rd out. Runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Diaz up next for the Mariners. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And another ball.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
2 outs. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Guidry coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. And they lead by 2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
First offering, runner goes. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Butler makes the play, and that is that. They put 2 on the board. And now a huge at-bat coming up as Bobby Witt Jr. steps in. Lifted to left, and this should do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Mariners hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game. Diaz did a good job in the win. Had 3 hits and 2 runs batted in.
I really liked how he looked in this one.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now at the plate, Diaz. Pepio back to work. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Now back, number 0.
Diaz, the Rookie of the Year from a year ago, just 21 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2024. Raley off of first with 2 away. Not close with that one, and it's 2-1. And that is out of play. That one missing inside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
High fly ball out towards left center. DeLuca on the move to the gap. And that is that. 1 out, bases empty.
Number 0.
First pitch swinging.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Fouled off. He was late. Ripped on a line. Suzuki pulls it down, and there's 2 down. Next to hit, Diaz. 0 for 3 in this one. First offering, and it just misses.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Fouled off left side.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Man at second. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. Headed for the plate. He'll score. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. Really important at bat coming up now.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. And the tying run is on base.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Squirts away a little bit. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Cut on and lifted in the air. Suzuki has a beat on it. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. First and second, 2 outs. Shea Langoliers up next for the Mariners. That one to first, Mountcastle. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 2 men left. And now for Seattle, Diaz. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year. Right side, hard hit. Whips it to Mountcastle, and that will end the inning. 1 out and a runner at second. Curve in the dirt. Up the middle, Taylor. On to first, 2 away.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. They add on as the run scores all the way from first.
How about that? Clears the bases. Pretty good fastball location. Down and in on the corner, but that was just a nice job to handle it and hit it hard. Very tough spot to get the barrel to most of the time, though.
So 2 down. Here's Ryan and McMahon now.
3. 3. 3. 3.
1 down. And now the first baseman, Diaz.
Drove in 3 last time up, and another chance to put something on the board here.
Swing and a ball popped up. Makes the grab for the second out. Man at first with 1 gone. Diaz up next for the Mariners. In the air, left field, down the line. Fair ball. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Second and third here, 1 away. That one the other way. Base hit, 1 run is in. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only 1 away. Eloy Jimenez.
3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3.
So 2 away with nobody on. And stepping in for the Mariners, Diaz. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, the third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Ryan McMahon. Up next for the
3. 3.
Diaz really excelled in this one and contributed to the win. Drove in 3 runs on the day.
No question, he was a big piece of their success.
All set for the start of the inning. And now for Seattle, Diaz. Boyle back to work. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And a big swing and a miss.
Big time GM right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Tied up here in the early going. Swung on, belted.
Come on, Mo, get up, get out.
That's back. And it's gone. And the Mariners have the lead. It's 5-2.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you. I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
One down, runner at first.
4-4, take your base. You're out. 3. You're out. 3.
Back now in Tampa Bay, all set for the top of the 6th. And stepping in for the Mariners, Diaz. Rock back to work. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back there. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Swing and a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
He's safe.
Now batting, the third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
2 on, 1 out. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Here's Eloy Jimenez. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. 1 run is in. The throw in, but it's offline. And now just a 2-run deficit.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Luke Raley. On the ground, right side, Garcia. 1 at second, and he'll eat it and be happy with the out.
Good fastball in on the hands, makes the swing a little defensive. Jammed him up right there.
So it's their last chance in this one. Diaz up next for the Mariners. He's already homered here in this one. Glove side, but it gets through. And it'll be first and third now after that miscue. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And up next. Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Rasmussen is just 1 strike away. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In comes the run from third. It's an RBI single. It's 11-8.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Runner breaks for third. Hard hit right side. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Rays with the rubber match of this 3-game series. Diaz with a valiant job in defeat. Had 3 hits, 1 of them a homer.
Can't say enough about what he did for him in this one. They lost, but it was in spite of his huge effort.
One down. Now it's Yordan Alvarez.
Yordan Alvarez.
Diaz up next for the Mariners.
Number 0.
Today, a significant day in Major League Baseball. It is Lou Gehrig Day throughout the majors as we honor one of the greatest players in the history of the game. And as well, we raise awareness for ALS. That's the disease that claimed Lou Gehrig's life back on June 2nd, 1941. Runner at second, 2 down. Fought off foul.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
In the air, left side, Alvarez on the move to the alley. And that is the inning. Mariners. 2 outs, bases empty.
Number 0.
Diaz recently taking home Player of the Month honors. First pitch, not close.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Mariners. So the go-ahead run is into scoring position.
Ball 4, take your base. That's ball 4. Ball 4, take the base. 3. First base. Ball 4, take your base.
2 outs, runner on first. Diaz up next for the Mariners. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Hard hit, left field, base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Around third. The throw in. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 4-3.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's Eloy Jimenez. And a pitch. In the dirt, blocked. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. On the ground, out to short. They get the force. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Sam Guidry up next for the Mariners. Looking to get the tying run on base. Hit on the ground to the right side. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. Diaz had a rough go of it in the loss.
Well, Boog, not too much to lift his mood right now between the loss and his own.
Ty France up next for the Astros. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Mariners, Diaz. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Waste no time there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Here's Ryan McMahon now.
Third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
McMahon with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
And this one squirts away from the catcher. Nothing here in the bottom of the second. That one the other way. One at second. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Let's take a look at the player of the month. He has been outstanding of late.
Number 0.
Sale back to work. Swung on, belted. That one back. Out of here. And they boost their lead. It's 3-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
Man at first, one away.
Number 0.
And that one ripped to left. Alvarez pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Diaz, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Hampson, the base runner at first with 1 out. Oh, man, that smoked him on the mound. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the right-hander. Hope he's all right. 2 on, 1 out. And now for Seattle, Ryan McMahon. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. He flexes his power with that swing. It's his 8th home run of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 8-0.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those 2 things feed off one another.
Next to hit, Diaz. He's already homered here in this one.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
And first offering is fouled off. And a foul ball. Up the middle, base hit, 1 run is in. The throw in, safe, and the runner from second scores on the play. And it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So first and second with 2 outs. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Hot shot to third. They take the force out. They limit the damage here. Diaz really stood out in this win. A 4-hit performance, including a home run.
No question, he was a big piece of their success in this ball game. Fantastic effort at the plate.
Back in Seattle, bottom half of inning number 2. And here's the first baseman, Diaz. Schultz back to work. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Diaz went deep in his most recent game. Just missed. That's way outside. 2-1. Fouled off left side. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. He's got it, and there's one away. 2 out, space is empty. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Two outs. Foul ball. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 4th. Mariners. First and second, 1 out. Bases loaded, 2 down. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. 1 runs in. Here comes the throw. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Everything came together for him. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
First and second, 2 outs. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Here's the throw to the plate. Not in time. He's safe. A run comes in the play.
Well done. Drives in the run. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit and a run comes in. One out. Runner at second. Diaz will hit next.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
A little bit high, and that's ball one.
One ball, no strikes.
Swings through that one for strike one.
He just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Runner at second here, one gone. Line drive, base hit. Ward around third. The throw is offline. He's safe. And they lead by 4. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
One out, runner at second. Diaz played pretty well in this win. Drove in 3 runs on the day.
I really liked how he looked in this one. He consistently came to the plate with a solid plan, and it showed in the
It's the Texas Rangers taking on the Seattle Mariners. First pitch coming your way next. So up next, Diaz.
The first baseman, number 0.
Just missed. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
Next one off the plate inside. And now 2-0. Swing and a miss as he was late.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one ripped. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Safely into second. He's got a double.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. He's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now for Seattle, Ryan McMahon.
2 balls.
This one in the dirt. This to third. Whips it across. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Swing and a ground ball. Fires to first in time.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what?
One out, base is empty. Swinging a foul straight back.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Tapped softly on the ground. Durant slings to first in time. Runner at second, nobody out.
Number 0.
Whipped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He'll touch them all. His 17th of the year, and they add a couple more. It's 7-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Man at first, nobody out. Now at the plate, Diaz. He's already homered here in this one. Up and in, and that's ball one. Diaz, in his second season, just 21 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. That clips the corner.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Fights it off, he'll see another. That one off the mark, 2-2. Ward gets his lead at first with nobody out. On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that extends the inning. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton. And everything's... Terrific job in this game. He scattered 2 hits and pretty dominant. Efficient with his pitch count. Got himself all the way to the finish line and finished what he started.
One out, runner at second. Diaz now at the plate. First pitch misses.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up. And that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Robles settles underneath it. He makes the grab. 2 away now.
Batting 5th.
2 outs. Bases are full. And that one fouled off.
Hey, it's still early in this ball game, but you know, this at bat right here could be a big factor in the outcome. You think about it, there's a chance to really blow this thing open right here.
That's off the mark. 1-1. And that one hit to first. Berger takes it himself, inning over, and it could have been worse. One out, base is empty. Diaz launched a homer in his most recent game. One down, base is empty. Ripped to short. And there are two outs.
Up next for the Mariners.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Diaz. 0 for 3 in this one. Lifted in the air, right center field. Robles on his way over. Hauls it in for the out. And there's two down. Runner on at first with one gone. Now it's the DH.
2-2-2.
Nice stop. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
What an acrobatic play right there. Knocks it down, throws in the seat of his pants, and just looks like he's playing in the backyard. He makes it look really easy.
Diaz with a forgettable showing in this. Bottom half of inning number 2, and now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Diaz. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Next to hit, Luke Ray.
Ball 4, take your base.
Two outs and one in scoring position. And the first offering is not close. And another ball.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Ball, that's out.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations. And right here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
And that is in for a strike. And the count is 3-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. That's back there. Gone! And this place is rocking. His 18th home run of the season, and they add to the lead. It's 3-0.
Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that, and that time that ball was hit hard.
Wyatt Langford, the next to hit. One out, base is empty. And first offering is fouled off. Just off the inside edge. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Inside, almost got it. Hammer, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Up next for the Mariners.
So digging in, Luke Raley.
Raley.
3.
Now batting.
And here's the first baseman, Diaz. His 2-run homer back into third was an important swing of the bat in this one.
Yeah, there's no doubt he helped set the tone fairly early, and certainly part of the reason why they've got the lead right now.
Out to short. Nice grab. Throw to first. Got him. Nice play.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
Now the left fielder, Wyatt Langford. Phillips is just one strike away. Slow roller up the middle. To first, nice pick and a ball in the dirt, and that ends the ball game. Diaz was a big contributor for them in the win.
No question, he was a big piece of their success in this ball game. Fantastic effort at the plate.